Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here. And today I have some happy mail from my dear friend Caroline from Caroline's Craft Tree. Look at this. Oh, this is going to be fun. Now, I only opened up to this point because I didn't want to, in case it took me a while to get it open. But so I'm going through this with you right at the same time. Caroline and I are friends through YouTube, but I think we are soul sisters definitely our whole lives. It's just that we took so long to find each other. I'm hoping someday she's going to come and visit me, or I'll visit her in person. I do have family in BC, so there's a chance I might go all the way to BC, but she really does love everything in the fabric sale that we've been getting and all the fibers. So maybe next year she'll be coming here for the fabric sale too. Who knows? Anyway, through the years, we started exchanging little bits. And then as we watched each other's videos, the bits got to be little packages. And then now all of a sudden we send each other stuff all the time. And if I see something on her video and I say, oh, I like that, she'll say, oh, I've already put some aside for you, or I will put some. And then same with me. And then sometimes I'll even say to Caroline, you want this? Or it's already in your box, And so when the box, well, I have a big bag. And when the bag is full, then I put it into a box and mail it to her. So yeah, your box here is getting quite full. So there could be a package soon, maybe at the end of summer. So yes, I have some goodies to check out. So let's do this now. Now, hopefully this was supposed to open pretty easy. Okay, that didn't work. Did you double glue it? I think I have pliers here. These boxes are intense to get into. I thought I was doing good by pre-opening the box a little bit. Here we go. I think we're getting somewhere now. Here we go. One more tug. So now you know these boxes are really well sealed. I can see something. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can't believe that I'm actually putting you guys through this, but I have no choice. All right, we are open. It is packed very, very tight in here. I hope you can see. I'm just gonna turn a little bit so you can see. Lots of goodies in here. Okay, let's start with these rolls of fabric. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a placemat, I think. I love this. That is definitely 2 journals right there. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at the colors. Have I seen this already, Caroline? I don't recall. It's a beautiful piece. Looks like it's handmade. Gorgeous. Love it. Yes, definitely 2 journals in the making right there. Maybe even 3, depending on the size. Yeah, love it. And then there's another piece of fabric. Ooh, this is beautiful already, I can tell. Look at that. Oh, this just speaks to my heart deep down. Caroline, I love, love, love this. I don't think you showed these. I don't think so. Beautiful. It is so easy to make this into a journal. First of all, let me get a ruler. And I'll explain to you guys how I would do this. This would be what I would call a soft cover journal. And so right off the hop, I would cut this at 9 inches right here. So that means if I cut the other side at 9 inches, I hope you can see where my ruler is. I will have a little bit of a piece left over that I can use for, snippets or clusters and stuff. But I would cut it right away at 9 inches. That is plenty enough. And then if you fold this in half, it is 9 inches. Of course, it would be 9 inches, of course, that way. And it would be 6.25 inches wide. That is perfect because when you cut it, the bottom end is going to be open because there's 2 layers here. So it's going to open up at the bottom. Very easy to glue shut. And then put some decorative trims on the outside and some type of finishing braid or trim on the inside to hide the seam. So it's instantly a journal cover, just like that. Because all the other seams are closed and finished. So you can just add your trims, whatever, maybe you want to add some ruffles or some type of a decorative closure, or you can put a closure separate. And then when you open it up, there's the lining, they're all there. Like it's all done already for you. And I'm going to close it again just to explain this a little bit further. If you wanted to put a pocket on the inside, if your journal is cut to this, maybe I will do a tutorial when we're doing one or when I'm doing one. But when your journal is cut and you want to put some pockets on the inside, the nice thing about this is you would choose your pocket. I usually like to fold it this way now. Let's see if that can make sense here. I usually like to make a pocket that I stitch along the bottom edge and along the side edge. So again, no extra stitching, because if you stitch it in the middle, then you have to worry about where the stitch is showing up on the outside. But if you do kind of a half pocket, and it can be a torn pocket, it can be a fabric pocket, paper, whatever you want, a postcard, but stitching it along the bottom edge, one helps to close off the edge, and then stitching up the side, it's not affected because you're going to cover the seams anyway if you're doing any decorative trims on it. So these are perfect. Both of these are perfect for that same reason. Now this one, the same thing. Now this one might be a little bit long or wide. Let me just double check it here. Well, it's about the same width. It's about maybe 6.75 inches, a little bit over 6.5. But what you can also do is fold an edge in. So you can have cut your fabric down to 9 inches, so you can just be able to close off the bottom pretty easily. And then on the inside, you might have a little tuck spot where you can add something, tuck something in. So on this case, I wouldn't put a real pocket. I would just have a little tuck spot and then maybe a real pocket on the back side once it's cut. I hope that makes sense. Oh, I love these kind of journals. I'm going to have to put this in the to-do pile for very soon, and I will do a more thorough walkthrough of how I do placemats, turn placemats into soft cover journals, because that is the easiest and most fun way to create a journal, because you've already done the work by finding the right placemat, and then, then the decorating, the embellishing can be stitched on or glued on however you like. I like to use a hot glue gun, but yeah, super easy to do journals from this. And then a soft cover is always nice, and then it allows for a little bit more flexibility. And you can put a spine in if you want, or just work, if you're just doing one signature, then just work with your papers right through the fabric, and then maybe decorate on the outside if you don't want your stitching to show. But either way, I will take you along for the ride with this. So thank you, Caroline. I love these, and this just is me. Actually, they both are. So let's see. Oh, this is exciting. I'm going to delve a little further in here and take out, there is a stack of goodies here. Oh, something that looks cute. I'm already peeking. Okay, this is upside down. So I have a booklet here, handmade gift novelties. Oh, that's fun. Vintage. Have you made any of these, Caroline? Oh, this is gorgeous. Now, is there a date on here? Copyright by Reader Mail. No, it doesn't give a date. Oh, somebody's written in here 1944. So that gives you a pretty good indication of how old it is. Fun journal. Another project that is in the back of my mind to do is using some of these covers from these little booklets and to make some fun little tuck journals that you can tuck, or kind of like a little folio that you can tuck into a journal. So I will bring you along for that too when I'm doing that. But love this. And then this one is in another language. Oh, there's a couple of them. Oh, it looks like it's maybe Ukraine. Would that be Ukraine? I have no idea. 1993. Love the writing. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. I hope you guys can see that. Wow. I don't know what this would be. I don't think it's Ukrainian. I don't think it's Russian. But if anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. So she's given me two different ones. Oh, it says here Greek. Oh yeah, I should have read. It's Greek. Well, there you go. And okay, so two of them. Fun, and again, I love these little covers, and I've got a plan for decorating these covers for your journals. If you come across any kind of books, it could be a little cookbook about different ways to cook fish. But the idea that I'm working with now is they make really cute little booklets. So I will bring you along for that. Now this one, I'm hoping it is what I think it might be. Yes, it is. Caroline had got a huge stack of these postcards. Now they're new old stock. Okay, so it's 1990, the Alchemy Carta Limited in England. But just gorgeous images. I love this dragon. Look at her. Isn't she a beauty? Wow. Love her. I have a couple gals who will be drooling over these. Just gorgeous. And then kind of the zodiac. Looks like the Grim Reaper there. And another skull. I love the gate back here. I hope you guys can see that. I hope there's not too much glare here. I'm still not in my studio, by the way. Soon. That one's interesting too. That's kind of taking Game of Thrones Khaleesi to a different level. And more dragons. I have plans to do a dragon journal, so I have been collecting for that slowly. It's so hard because there's so many things we want to make. So I just start putting things in little piles and until eventually it all connects. The snake around here, that's cool. Ooh, that's like a bat or something. Yes, these are gorgeous. I would definitely love using these for sure. And then, oh, these are interesting. Okay, they're replicas of some kind. It's a calendar page. Inspirational. There's talk about God in the Bible. Love these stamps on here. Love the aged look on these pages, but they're not old. Like this one has a postmark of 1955, but that's just a print, I think, because this one says 2000. So I don't imagine that they'd be in the same set unless they were reproductions. But beautiful. They look authentic, very authentic. Great ephemera to tuck into your journal. Especially the different dates too. That makes it even more fun. Okay. I obviously opened this upside down, so that's the fun part too, is that we don't see. Now these look like, oh yes, I remember something. She is it a book? this is sort of like those plant books that I had. And yes, it's all different butterfly postcards. Lighter weight, but beautiful imagery on here. Oh, well, you know, you had me at the butterflies for sure. These are gorgeous. So yeah, they are signature pages in a book. Must have been a smaller book. I remember something about this. But these are so, you know, something like this is so easy to just pop into a journal. You can put a stamp on here. You could maybe do like a little label so somebody could write. I would put it more towards the bottom so you don't lose all of the information about the butterfly. But are these the ones that are on the opposite side, and they've just put the description there? Because this says the red banded dwarf stomach, or description above, blackish brown with metallic blue fusion, suffusion. I guess that, yeah, so it is the back side of this. So yeah, I would leave some of the information about it, but you can add a stamp, a label, and all kinds of things. Another butterfly, and easy to pop into a journal. Very easy to use. Love those. And there's more of them. Ooh. Oh, look at that one. I've actually seen these. You know, I went to one of those butterfly houses, and it was just so incredible to see these beautiful butterflies. We don't have them here in Canada, but they're so beautiful, and to see them in real life is just amazing. Love is consent, love is respect. Very true. Two more lovely postcards to collage with and create ephemera. And we have a Beatrice Potter book, The Tale of Little Pig Robinson. Isn't that funny? I just picked up a Beatrice Potter book, a little golden book with like a golden book size, and I just put it on my bookcase, and it's facing out so you can see it because it's so sweet. So now I'm starting a collection. Thank you. It's hard to, I have a couple of Beatrice Potters, and it's hard to, I mean, it's the perfect size, but it's hard to cut these images out for some reason. They're just so beautiful, and I love Beatrice Potter. I always enjoyed reading them as a kid, and yeah, it's just hard to cut them out of here. But very nice. And some guest checks or receipts. Lovely. Oh, look at the color. This is a nice yellow, isn't it? What I like about these are they are not the carbonless. You have to probably put a carbon. I don't think, just try it and see. Yeah, no, you have to put a carbon paper in there. They probably came with carbon paper at one time. And so this way, when you take them apart, part two, you can write on it, which is nice, because when they're carbonless, you know, it's whatever is on this side and whatever is on this side that connect and cause the markings to go through. So it makes it more difficult to write on this side. That was winded, wasn't it? But, oh, look at how many I've got here. So I have lots of, again, ephemera, great ephemera to put in a book. What I like to do with these is do a little bit of decorating in the front, not too much, because you want people to see that it's a repurposed guest check of sorts. But I will do a little bit of decorating on the front, but it still allows for the whole back side of it to be written on and then just enhanced on the front. Red border labels. Oh, these are awesome. Wow. So many things come to mind here. First of all, the labels are great. Number two, okay, so I've got 2 packages of them. Yeah, awesome. Number 2, they can be ink stamped or further enhanced with things like postage stamps or small, paper bits and stuff that you can add to them. Then you get this lovely envelope with a window. Wow, this is awesome. Love the prices on here. $1.57 on special, $2.10 from Corbett. Fun, super fun, great ephemera. And same with on the back. This is awesome. Thank you. Love these. They're from Denison yet too. Okay. There is lots in here. We are not even halfway yet. Oh, some beautiful cardinals. These are adorable. Are these part of your dollar bundles that you were getting, dollar store bundles that you were getting at the Lions Club? One of the dollar stores in her area closed down and they donated everything to the Lions Club garage sale. And so Caroline has been picking up all kinds of goodies, and I've drooled over a few things. And yeah, they're all dollar store items, but you know, every dollar store company buys different things, and I had never seen these before, and they are so cute. Love that. That's a fun embellishment to add onto something, even onto a red label. And let's see. I have a feeling it is a Joker. Yes. For those of you that know me, I collect Joker cards. I have quite a hefty collection now. I'm going to have a day where I show you all the different cards. And it is fun because it's not only collecting the Jokers, but it's also the different designs on the back sides. And, you know, I've got from real cutesy ones to the standard casino cards to different countries of the world. I've even got some cheesy nudie girls, all kinds, but I collected for the Joker. But then when you flip the page over and you see all these different designs, it's pretty funny and to see what you get. And yeah, I've got Elvis cards and oh, there's just so many. Okay, I got another piece of fabric coming out here. Oh, I see a couple pieces. Ooh, these are going in my peacock journal. Yes, look at that. You know, my memory is, I think you got something with all of these on it, right? I have to go back and watch some of your videos. Oh, these are gorgeous. Wow. Makes me, you know, I look at it and it makes me want to do this in a slow stitch method. I'm going to have to play on that idea, because how can we just have 4, right? I mean, if I used 2, then I still only have 2 left. Okay, I'm thinking that this would be a fun slow stitch project, wouldn't it? I'm going to put that in the back burner of my mind too. Ooh, now I've got some brown lace. Love this. This is gorgeous. Instant overlays, instant page flips. Look, cut this into 4 and I already have 4 page flips to go in a book. Easy for clusters, and there's more. Love, love, love this. You've been collecting lots of fabric lately, and such nice squares that you've cut. The work is done for me. I just have to cut them up and glue them right into a book, ready to go. 4, 8, 12 of them, just like that. Thank you. Love these. Oh, there's so much more down here. Okay, here comes some fun. Oh, yes, I remember this ribbon. This is divine. I love, love, love this. My precious, this is gorgeous. Wow, it's like a seam binding almost, and then it's got this glittery ribbon down the center. I guess it's a fiber for knitting and crocheting. But wow, that is stunning. And you know, it goes from the purples to pink to fuchsia to teal. Wow. And again, this brings other things to mind of things that you can do, where you can take a piece of seam binding and just stitch some fun fibers down the center to recreate something like this. I'm going to have a play on this one now too. Oh, you've given me so many ideas just from what you've put in the box. you know, and it's just things that I go, oh, I can replicate that. I can come up with something for that. This is stunning. I really love this. I'm going to have to play with that for sure. You know, I've been into dyeing lately, so it comes so easy to think of ways that you can dye things, and in the different colors would be fun. This is beautiful lace, very vintage. Is it got? No, I thought it had a stretch to it, but it doesn't. Very beautiful. Oh, the color's more vibrant on this side. Wow. Now this, again, you know, these are the colors that scream to me the most. The yellows, the greens, the purples, the... I don't know if I'm a jewel tones. I'm more of I think summer colors, not fall. You know, I like the yellows, the brights, and there you go. There's my colors right there. Caroline, this is what I just finished doing all that dyeing from. And this is interesting fiber as well. Where did you find this? Love this. It's kind of a double fiber. It's got the eyelash trim and, you know, another base fabric in there. It's almost like they stitched through it. Or did you make this? This is really cool. Wow, I like this. And here's all my colors right there. You know, the purpley pinks, the reds, oranges, and yellows. I love that. So yes, Nancy, if you're watching, I do like some shades of pink, just not girly pink. Does that make sense? Not girly pink. I like vintage pink a little bit. Oh, I got another Peter Rabbit book. Look at this one. They're getting smaller and smaller. So now I'm going to have this cascading small, medium, and large Peter Rabbit books. This one's really cute. Lots of pictures in this one. Who could cut this up? I couldn't. I won't be able to cut this up. But you know what? This would be really cute to tuck into a Peter Rabbit book or into a rabbit journal that you're making, where you tuck the whole little book in there because it's not that thick. Maybe on a pocket on the outside. That might be a fun thing. You could have a pocket on the outside and fill it with all kinds of dimensional things so that it would, you know, be the focal point on the outside of the journal. And then this could be tucked in, because to use this would be very hard to do, because you know the images are just so sweet and little, and you know it's just a tiny little book. It's just little. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, Caroline, this is so much fun. Oh. All right, here come the jokers. Here's some more joker cards. Look at all of these. Did you go through all your cards to find me the jokers? Look at this. And there's more, I think. Love this. Okay, so let's see. We've got Congress joker, and it is these beautiful flowers. Ooh, love that. And then there's that one. See, now I can't use these, though. You got to remember that I don't get to use them because they're just too pretty. Well, I guess maybe I could use one, but it's hard. You know, a lot of... card sets come with one joker in color and one joker in just the plain. So maybe I would use the plain one in some cases, but they're so beautiful. Yeah, I love the patterns on these ones here. So I've got those two. And then there's this one. Ooh, see, look at that beautiful peacock. Now, how can I use that in a journal when I want the joker card for myself? And then here's a pheasant. What is that? Like a quail or something? No, it's a bird. Then there's this pattern here. I love this style. I have a few pieces now in this style. And then this one has looks like a clown, actually. Okay, so it has a horse and a kitty cat and another kitty cat. I'm guessing there's another horse in here somewhere. Thank you, Caroline. I love them. Some more beautiful fabric. This looks like fabric samples out of a book. Again, you know, these are journals in the making. They are so easy. The edges are done for you. Now, this might be a little bit thinner. I would probably add a felt inside, some type of lining, or, doubled up some way so that you have a little bit more thickness. But, it's cut to a good size. If it's too wide, you make pockets on the inside for both sides if you want. And then it's an instant 2 journals, just like that. When am I? See, now I've got, 8 journals so far in coming out of Caroline's box, and more coming. So yeah, that's easily a journal cover right there with pockets on the inside. So these are the kinds of things that when you're out and about hunting and you come across fabric samples or placemats, that you keep in mind that this is so quick to put together. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to do some videos where you actually see my process of working. And I have a new style of journal binding that I want to share with everybody coming up soon. This is lovely. Now this could be the lining for this one. This one's a little bit more silky, so I could see stitching the 2 of these together and making it a little bit heavier that way. And you can still add a little bit of chipboard and stuff on the inside. Lovely. Love the colors on that one too. And here is another lovely color. Oh my goodness. When am I going to get all these journals made? Caroline, just because I sent you fabric to make 1,000 journals. But I love it. Keep it coming, please. More, please. Love that. That is just so fun. So fun. I'm hoping now my room is sort of back to order. I'm hoping by the end of summer I can actually do a full tour of my room. I'm hoping. Ooh, love these. I saw you got a whole pile of these. These are coin holders. And this would probably hold either a dime or a penny. They come from the coin companies. Easy to just put your coin in there, staple it shut. They usually staple them shut on 3 sides. And then they put their information on there, like the year and whether it's whatever condition it's in, whether it's fair, good. They have different labels for coins. My father used to collect coins and stamps. So I remember these things as a kid, and I would play with these from the pile that he had, and I got to play with extra stamps. And it's funny, I didn't have the same connection with them, but I did love the little glassine envelopes that stamps came in, and the little postage envelopes that things came in, and the postcards, like seeing all the different postcards. So I think this was, ephemera was in my head right from a kid, but I wasn't a coin collector or a stamp collector. I loved the stamps to play with, but not as a collector. But yeah, these are fun. I have a bunch of pennies. I think because we used to just throw pennies in a jar, and then when they discontinued them, I just kept them all. And yeah, I moved them all from Manitoba here. Probably have about 20 pounds of pennies. And my thought was to do them up in years, and put the year on it, so that, if somebody was looking for a certain year, they're not worth a whole, they're worth a penny. But it's to a collector or to somebody who's doing a journal and they want to include like a birth year or a date of something in particular. I have such a huge collection that I could actually offer that service to people. And I've got all the way down to the 1930s, I think, in pennies in my jars. So yeah, that's what I would use these for. And then I would make them a little bit more decorative. I might do some ink stamping on here. Or even collaging with a little bit of napkins or something, labels, flowers, the drill. And then some type of tab or thing to, further embellish it as a charm. Thank you. I'm going to play with those too. Oh, I was asking about these. She got a schwack of these. And I said, if you empty some, can you send me the little cards? Because I thought these would be so cute to scan and put into your journal, or use it to wrap a few threads on. This is nice to tuck into a journal. Maybe not with the actual cord that's on here, but maybe you're doing a vintage journal and you want to include some ribbons or something, or some pieces of lace that people can add onto their project. This is a nice size card to add just 12 inches of the same lace that you've put in the book and tuck it somewhere. If you have a hole in it, then you can have it dangle and hang. And it's just a nice way to add a little extra, so that people might say, oh, I could put a little piece of lace here. Or depending on the book, it's just nice to have as a little embellishment. But I love the cards. I love the color too, and the size, and they're so thick. So these would be really nice to even trace out onto chipboard or something, because it's got a good weight to it for tracing, and a great way to use up some of that chipboard and stuff that you already have, and turn them into your own fun little decorative cards. And this is not a hard pattern to cut out. But you would definitely, if you're doing anything on this type of a chipboard, I wouldn't want to do 50 of them. But a couple here and there, and then just make sure you have very good sharp scissors to cut them out. And I do cutting where I will cut up to it, maybe cut around this part, and then cut it straight, or use a blade to get the fine tuning. But yeah, fun. Love these. And there's more. And I will definitely use these as well. Caroline and I, we sure have incredible taste that such similar taste. Now, did you make these? Yes, you made these, right? No, you didn't make that many. Well, if you did, I love them. I think you got them from somewhere. I don't remember. I think you got a roll of these from somewhere, now that I think about it. Leave me a comment below. But she made some really cute items with them. By now, hopefully her video will be up, but if not, memorize this, because she does have a video coming up of something really cute and cool and super easy to make. And so I'm going to make some of them with her instructions. And a little hint, there are some digis in there too. So I will definitely put that aside for that day. Oh, now this is a big piece. This must have come out of your jewelry stash. If you have been watching Caroline's jewelry jam, she called it jewelry jam that she got. She got a really huge kind of an estate of junk jewelry. Just amazing. I have tons of jewelry myself, but even watching her videos and watching her open things up and say, what am I going to do with this, or how should I use that? And just, I've drooled all over my keyboard at some of the things that she's got. So I'm wondering if this is one of those pieces, but I love it. I love the colors of it, and just perfect for everything that you've put together here. So yeah, that is definitely going to be used on something here. Very nice. Okay, puzzle pieces. These are fun. They're wooden. Can we put them together? I don't know. Fun to decorate with napkins. That is the easiest way to... I used to get these big floor puzzles years ago. Even Jean from Lizzie Jean would know or remember those days. And yeah, the best way and easiest way to decorate these is to just run a little bit of a felt marker around the edges to cover up the whiteness, and maybe a little bit along the top, or paint them, however you want to do it, and then to put napkins over top. They're also, because these are wood and they're not sealed in any way, it's just flat wood, these ink stamp really well, but you do have to watch for some bleeding. But if you've got a good ink pad, test on one side. If it doesn't work, well, then But if you've got a good fast drying alcohol based ink pad, then you shouldn't have any bleeding or not much. Or you could put a very light coat of Mod Podge first, then do your stamping, and then do another coat of Mod Podge over top. Or you can stamp them and then do the napkin. What I like about the napkin is when I put a napkin down on here, I will just take my sand, I will glue the whole thing down. Once I've done all the coloring that I'm going to do, I will glue the whole thing down and then let it dry nicely for a while, and then take an emery board and just pull down to tear away all the extra rough edges. And that works really, really well. And a great way to get the base design, and then the embellishing is extra over top. Love these. I haven't played with these for a long time, partly because I didn't have any big ones. I just have the little puzzle pieces. Thank you. There's more, you guys. It sounds jewelry, like, oh my goodness. Look at this. I knew there was some ringing going on in here. Oh, there's more. Oh, oh, I found another feather. Oh, I love that. Now we got 5. Okay, and then there's this one. Open last. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so let's see. You are so funny. When I send her packages, I always make sure to put things in there that rattle. And then she opens it and she'll get, like, you know, I always have lots of corks. My husband makes wine, so he uses wine kits. And so we always have lots of corks. And then I get beer bottle caps that, you know, that we use for decorating. I will throw those in loose, or dominoes, or beads, or whatever I have, I throw in loose. So I know that when she picks up the box, it's just like, you know, you can hear the sound of things moving around in there. So I think that this is her way of getting back to me. What are we going to do with these? They would make really nice tassels. You just have to drill a hole in the top. There you go. Look at that. We've got some fun tassels. Now, I don't know what I would do with this shovel. Don't even get started on it, you guys. But it's cute. I would probably just drill a hole in it, and maybe, it almost looks like a whistle, but it isn't. But I would just drill a hole in it and probably dangle it as some type of embellishment. But these now, I think, would make great tassels. Yeah, I'm going to experiment. Are they thimbles? They're not thimbles, although they could be used as a thimble. They're like little flower pots or something. I'm thinking tassel. Honestly, I'm thinking tassel. You know, drill a hole, decorate this, and then bring your threads through. Another project. But they could be candle cups too. You know, if you're putting candle cups in something, they could be candle cups. I'm not sure. You're going to have to explain that one, Caroline. Aside from the fact that I'm getting loose items in the box, you know, I'm going to have some loose items for you coming up. More of this thread. Now, this is on the blue background, which is nice too. The blue with the red. And this is, yeah, it's all the same kind of thread. Just, this will be great for my slow stitching packages. I can tuck these into the different colors from my inspiration pockets. So yeah, I will definitely use these for that, to get some of it used up. And love the colors. More tickets. Yes, so you know that is a project coming up through Caroline. And when she does it, I'm going to do them too. But that's all I can tell you right now. But like I said, I know there's some digis, and it'll be fun. Some more fiber. Now this is nice. Now this, I'm going to leave this out of my desk because there is a reason. And I'm going to share part of this with Jen. Jen, are you watching? Because I'm going to share part of this with you, but you'll have to wait and see why. That's all I'm going to tell you, Jen. But yeah, lovely. I'm going to leave this out as a reminder to talk about it again. Thank you. I love that fiber. And then there's this orange fiber. Now this is beautiful with either this one. Look at that. All 3 of these. It's beautiful for that. Same with the green, actually. So yeah, I definitely see. I'm going to take these gray ones out of here, but I definitely see something coming together here just with with these colors. Now where's that orange? Look at that. Oh, we're already halfway putting together several journals. All the work is done. And there's more, but we'll try to find it. Look, we're making a nice collage of goodness just right now. Oh, here's that brown lace too. Where did that go? That's in the pile here somewhere. Oh, here it is. So yeah, we've got something going on here just in what she's given me. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So to further enhance that, she's given me some of her jewelry. Ooh, I love this one. That's gorgeous, you guys. Look at that. What's nice about this is all the pieces can be taken apart individually, however length I want, whatever size I want, and just part of this collage mix here going on. I'm just going to, oh yeah, I've got this one too. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. We could even throw these red cardinals in here because they're kind of in that same kind of tones here. Okay, now this is fun. Oh, this is some kind of, wow. Is this like the ultimate roll of washi tape or what? It is. It's sticky backed. Wow, and it's the alphabet, so that's cool. So you can just glue this down to the side of a page as, you know, page decoration. Also great for, and it's the alphabet, yes, and it repeats, and so it has a break here at the A again, so it looks like you can put this whole thing on one. Well, it wouldn't fit on my journal pages, but I would work with it in small little sections, maybe over across of several pages. Ooh, I like this. This would be fun. Fun to play with on tags too, for decorating and embellishing on when you're making tags. I like this. I see some ideas coming here too. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I think I drooled over this piece. Why would you not have kept this for yourself? Oh my gosh, thank you, Caroline. I love this. This is beautiful. Look at the colors here. So now we can introduce, if I can give them up, we can introduce some of these feathers in here. So this is how my brain works when I start working on journal ideas. I just start adding things, and you know, I don't know exactly where it will end up, and sometimes it's funny because it starts out one way and then I start focusing on something else. You know, I can put all this together and I see something coming together, and then all of a sudden I veer off and I take this with me somewhere, or I take this with me. You know, coming back to this one is all part of this as well. I want to open that. There we go. So you can see, like, there's all different possibilities. This is standing out more against everything, but sometimes it's nice to throw something totally different into your mix. One, it makes you a little bit more creative, and it makes you work differently and think differently when you introduce a color that is really not on the same color line as everything. Like this has got the yellows and the oranges, which blend very nice, but the teal is a little overpowering. But sometimes that works very nicely when you want to create interest in your journal. Nothing like doing a rusty orange fall brown journal and you're flipping through the pages and all of a sudden you come across a page and it's pink, or it's purple, or it's teal blue, and it just totally changes things, and it, you know, causes interest and makes you decorate differently and think how you can blend it in. And then it's the element of surprise, turning the page and something different on every page. So it's fun to test yourself and to challenge yourself by introducing colors you don't necessarily care for, and by introducing colors and themes that don't belong. You know, create a little bit of that, what is it, juxtaposition, you know, kind of two things that shouldn't be together are together, and so that's what adds more interest to your journals. Love it. Oh, I'm just loving all of this, Caroline. Okay, another fun necklace. Now this one is interesting. Maybe it broke, but that's okay, because I would use Yes, it's just a jump ring that has to be reattached. But I would use the pieces individually anyway. But again, look at the colors coming through here. Isn't this beautiful? See, so when I say I veer off, sometimes this might be something that gets pulled away completely to create something different just with these. So I just put them in piles when I get things and move things around, and then the next thing you know, I'm doing a journal, and you know, I might work in this section, I might work in this section, and then I might work with that, but combine them all together as well. Nova Scotia, fun. We're actually going to be going there in the next few days. So yeah, this is fun. Cute piece. I might have to gift this to someone that's coming to visit. I think they might enjoy this. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to gift this. Hopefully he's not watching. Oh, another lovely piece. So here again, you know, we start out one way, and so this is fun to work into a journal, but it's leaning more onto this side. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Can you guys see this? Oh, this is like the center of the peacock eye. Yeah, it's just speaking like, you know, the eye of a peacock feather, the eye of the jewelry is like the eye. Yeah, I'm seeing something already there. Okay, 1992 guide to New Brunswick. Oh, I wonder, New Brunswick license guide to, is that like girl guide? I wonder what that is. It's a pin, 1992. So it's already 30 years old, you know, almost 30 years old. Wow, I'll have to look into what that is. But it says New Brunswick, so there you go. Got something for New Brunswick. Oh, here we go again. Look at these. Oh my goodness. Okay, there. That's the other side. Oh, look at this. Caroline, this is gorgeous. This is journals in the making right here. I could do like 10 videos with this. Okay, and another wooden piece. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on these ones. I do like the tassel idea. And then here is another. Oh, this is bling jewelry. Look at that. Wow. You know, it's fun how you can take a piece of quilted vintage style and lace in a vintage style, and then all of a sudden you throw in the bling and it's a whole new look again, isn't it? But yeah, I'm really loving how this combination is coming together here. Very nice. Okay, and then this is some kind of game pieces or money game, like from a game board. Oh, they're like vellum. That's really cool. So is it from a game? I can't see it. My glasses aren't allowing me to see this that clearly. Yeah, you'll have to explain this one. But they are really different, aren't they? They're vellum pieces. Interesting just by itself. It doesn't need an explanation. It doesn't need to be enhanced any further. You just tuck one of these into a journal pocket, and that already it causes some interest, doesn't it? Love the pastel colors. There's a teal, there's blue, there's yellow, pink. Gorgeous, and different denominations. It's like a Monopoly type money. 20, 50, 100, 500. Oh, if only you had sent those bills for real. I could have went thrifting today instead of house cleaning. Well, I'm going to get to play with this for a while yet today. Okay, so these are all the goodies, except I have to open this one last. So this is going to be fun. Is this something you made? You've got a note here, I think. So you wrap all the way around. Here we go. Okay, that's not going to work, is it? I do have scissors here, so let's see if I can just... Okay, no note. Just open first, open last. I don't think there was a note in here. I don't see anything in the box. No. Okay, so now more tape. Isn't this exciting? You know, and we don't want to ruin the paper, right? Because it's tissue paper that we can use in our art. Is the suspense getting to you yet, you guys? Look at the shape. What would it be in this shape? It feels soft-ish. Okay. Oh, more tape. She does not make this easy. All right, let's see. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, there is a note here now. Okay, I'm not going to show it to you just yet. Wait. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, she says, I love stitching these, but I am at a loss to finish the back side for a journal cover. I am hoping one day you will make a video on how you made this crazy quilt journal cover into a journal. Oh my goodness, Caroline, this is beautiful. I know she had told me she was playing around doing some crazy stitch quilting, and I said I was looking forward to seeing the video. Oh my goodness, now I want to make these. Look at this. It is beautiful. Wow. Wow, I love it, love it, love it. Oh, so fun. Look at all the stitching. You've done all this beadwork right onto the... I love this idea. Wow. Did you stitched all that? I'm sure you did. Yeah, look at that. And it's all done by hand, you guys. Wow. This is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And these are those, you know, ribbon leaves. And when you start stitching them down, isn't it amazing how they change? Look at this flower here. Look at the beadwork here. This is stunning. Oh, I hope you guys can see this. Just beautiful. Wow. Wow. Now, what was this? Was this... Oh, this is fibers that you've just woven and then stitched, or were they already done like that? Beautiful. Oh, wow. And then she's put some jewelry in here. Love that. I love the wine on the bottle here. And this, it looks like tigers and a butterfly. Have I got this upside down maybe? Yeah, I think it's upside down. I don't know. I don't think it has a direction. And then, so there's butterflies here. Yeah, both directions. And then flowers. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this braided trim too. And then this is some of that chain, I think, that you got. And, you know, we've talked about this before. Not all chain that you have links that you can actually link it, or, you know, take it apart in different links. Some chains like this, you just can only do things that where you're couching it into your projects, because it doesn't, you know, there's no way to really catch into it. Either the links are too small or they're just imitation. But look at how you've snaked this through here. It is beautiful. Wow. Love the patterns. Love the colors. Now, this is, and I'm not finished the one I'm working on, but this is beautiful. And yes, Caroline, to answer you, yes, I would love to do a video where I finish the cover into a full journal. So I'm going to just fold it like this to show you. So now I have to decide, is this the front cover or is this the front cover? I like them both. Wine with the gems as the front, or flowers and butterflies is the front. Subbies, please tell me what you think. But what I want to show you is just to give you an idea of how minds think alike. Just give me a second. I'm just walking not too far. I'm not finished this yet. This one's a little bit more blingy, but this one has a lot more stitching and a lot more to go yet. But the colors I just think are so cool, and I will take you along when I finish that one. So maybe I'll have to do a whole series of quilted covers, and maybe I'm going to have to send one of these back to you, Caroline. when the cover is put together. This one I'm keeping, but I might have to send you mine back when the cover is completed. For you to work on and finish the journal. This is gorgeous. Now, if you look, just look at how all of this it just makes me so happy. Caroline, thank you so much for all this wonderful goodness. We are two sisters from a distance and from different families, but we are definitely souls that have a creative side together that we share. I'm just overwhelmed at how, our friendship has grown, and, we make jokes, some of our jokes are a little off the wall, after hours. and we just laugh like crazy. And, we can be away from the computer from each other for a couple weeks and then get together and just pick up as if we were sitting in the same room together and working side by side. And I just love that. I share so much with you, and as do you with me, both inspirational and, advice we give each other and just sometimes just crazy fun. I'm very happy and excited to be able to call you my friend and to, gotten to know you over these years. I look forward to the day when we can meet and thrift together. And gosh, I hope you come here, because I have got so many places I want to take you to. And then I want to get to BC so I can go with you to the Lions Club, and I'm going to run in before you. I will give you the head start here. But thank you, Caroline. This is just so much inspiration, and it could go on for months of videos of showing people all the things that I make with your stuff. So I think I'm going to have to put this in a separate section somewhere, so that I reminded where I got things from, because sometimes they get mixed up and I forget. But I think I could work with this for a long time for videos and share that with you guys. And this is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to work on this one. That's it. That's all for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you thought, which items you like. We've been here a while now. I can't even remember the stuff at the beginning. All the postcards and the booklets and Peter Rabbit. It just goes on and on, you guys. Greek. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all a very creative day and a creative week, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thanks again. Bye now.